Breaking news, we have just learned that Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin has left Cincinnati and is back in Buffalo after he suffered that cardiac arrest in the middle of an NFL game 1 week ago. Doctors in Cincinnati, where he was being treated, just gave an update a few minutes ago. Hamlin, they say, is now being cared for in a hospital in Buffalo. The Bills safety cheered on his teammates from the hospital on Sunday as they beat the New England Patriots in an emotional regular season finale. The Bills are now gearing up for the playoffs, and Hamlin's making plans to give back to first responders who helped him. Let's go to NBC News correspondent Maura Barrett. She joins us now. Maura, what else are we learning about Hamlin's condition from the doctors who just briefed?
Well, Kate, a very exciting and frankly surprising update that Hamlin was able to return back to Buffalo this morning. Doctors flew with him along with other Bills players who had stayed to support him after the game just about exactly a week ago since he's been in the ICU. The doctors also elaborating that he's been getting up, walking around, doing physical and occupational therapy. He's maintaining a regular diet, which is very good news. And they emphasize that he is still neurologically intact. He was able to tweet and watch and text friends and family when he was watching the game yesterday, and they said that he is surrounded by support from his family. Doctors emphasizing how important that is. I want to hear a little bit more about how he's feeling directly from those doctors.
He still has a little bit of a ways to go in terms of his ongoing recovery. We're thrilled to where he is today. He's up, he's walking around, he's got an amazing, genuine sense of humor, and his family is amazing, and we're happy he's with them. But in terms of any kind of conjecture to his future, that's still significantly into the future, and it's going to be up to Damar and a great team of physicians to help him.
Obviously, a lot of questions from reporters about whether he might return to football or if he wants to, but doctors emphasizing, again, a very long road to recovery ahead. They feel confident in his care team at the hospital in Buffalo and the steps that they're looking to take forward to make sure that they can return him back to his baseline health, Kate.
Maura, did they say anything about the time, how short a time it's been? Is this exceptional that he's already so well after a week?
You know, it might seem super exceptional to someone like me or you, especially as we watched him, go limp on the field. It was such a shocking moment that nearly 24 million people were watching across the country. But doctors did emphasize, they said, we welcome all the prayers. We've seen the support from the Bills Mafia, and we love that. But they said it's not exactly miraculous. They learned so much in the last 10, 20 years about what CPR and resuscitation can do, how quickly that happened for a recovery. And so they said that this was a textbook resuscitation and obviously a lot of effort from an exceptional care team in the ICU at UC Health, but they said that it's not necessarily miraculous, just really good work by some really strong doctors.
And just quickly, Maura, I know he's now saying that he's going to, from his hospital, he's talking about giving back to the caregivers, the first responders who helped take care of him.
Yeah, Damar Hamlin actually just tweeted after that update from the doctors. He said, the same love you all have shown me is the same love that I plan to put back into the world and more. Clearly so grateful for the support that he's received. He was able to watch the game from the hospital yesterday. The doctor's actually joking that he shot up out of his chair, jumping up and down when that opening kickoff run back happened in the first 15 seconds of the game. The doctor said that he set off every alarm in the ICU, but just said that it was normal. He was fine. It was just that excitement. And so he's clearly ready to support his community. He also tweeted over the weekend that he's starting a fundraiser for T-shirts that will go back to the trauma responders, the UC Health doctors, and the community of Cincinnati that helped support him so much in this last week of recovery.
I'm so glad we're talking about positive news today. Maura Barrett, thank you.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.